class, let's start with our morning check-in. How are we all feeling?
I'm a bit nervous, but I'll try and use my calm down strategies.
That's great, Zoe. Remember, emotions are okay, but it's how we respond that matters.
Welcome to Zoe's 2010s classroom. This is what modern behavioural management can look like. Strengths-based, focused on emotional regulation and wellbeing literacy. The focus is giving students the tools to respond appropriately to their emotions. And here's learning, not as individualised as we'd like to see.
We still have the weekly spelling test. Classic rote.
What was school like for your grandma?
Let's find out.
Ta-da! Destination 1950s. No way, sewing lessons in school. This is so cool.
If you even blink wrong, the cane is coming for you.
No talking, Audrey. Hands out. You know the rules.
Ow! Oh my goodness, ow!
Discipline in the 1950s? Fear-based. Respect was demanded, not earned. This reflected an authoritarian approach where teachers were unquestioned authority figures and punishment aimed to enforce obedience. And learning? All rote. Everyone did the same thing, no questions asked.
ELEPHANT.
Let's get out of here before we get detention.
They still had the cane, but mostly just for the boys.
If you misbehave, you write lines. Simple.
Discipline was still strict, but slightly softened. Holbrook explains that this style of discipline was underpinned by societal norms that valued conformity and respect for authority.
Every day we copied notes. Fridays equaled spelling tests.
Rote learning still dominated. Surprising, considering the breadth of research and theory available, like Skemp's relational understanding, a type of knowing that allows students to apply knowledge flexibly and adaptively.
Welcome back to the 2010s.
Okay, wow, so much fear and repetition.
Yeah, no emotional check-ins or kindness lessons, only the cane and dictation.
How about we share with the class what we learnt from our adventure?
We've just travelled through decades of Australian schooling, and what did we see? It's a real eye-opener.
In the 1950s, discipline was built on fear. I saw boys hit with canes. There was always a sense of fear in the air. Obedience wasn't earned, it was demanded through punishment. The 1980s weren't much better. Things were still strict, and respect was expected, no questions asked.
These schools used a behaviouralist model. Basically, control through reward and punishment. But it made me wonder, were the kids really learning or just scared of doing the wrong thing?
Then we came back to our 2010s classroom, and it was different. There was kindness, empathy. We learned emotional literacy. Instead of punishing kids for acting out, teachers helped them understand why they felt that way and how to handle it. We learned that emotions are intrinsic, but how you respond is your choice. That's a powerful lesson.
But when it came to learning itself, not much changed. In every classroom, I saw spelling drills, maths tests, and lots of rote learning. Everyone did the same thing in the same way. Differentiated learning? Not much of it. In the classrooms we visited, it wasn't there as much as we hoped.
In our 2010s classroom, we've got a bit, like extra activities when we find things too easy. But still, most learning felt one size fits all. We talk about inclusive, adaptive education, but we don't always see it happen.
So what did we learn from all this time travel? Well, we've come a long way in how we treat children. as people with emotions and voices. But when it comes to how we teach them, there's still a journey ahead.